happening, Facebook land? How are we doing today? So I apologize. I'm on my cell service because the internet does not want to work in my house. Good morning. Good morning. So I apologize if I drop out or there's any interruption in service, which is interesting. Sometimes the universe does things like this. So I'm literally, after this reading, I'm supposed to be on a 3-day Zoom training, not a training of Zoom. Good morning, Audrey, but I'm supposed to be on the internet for the next 3 days in like an 8-hour training every day. And my internet is not working. So maybe that's a sign from the universe that I'm not supposed to be part of that training. Maybe it's a sign from the universe to just say, oh well, and let it go. I also rearranged my, yes, I was just going to say that, Christine. I rearranged everything in my empty living room last night for the class that I taught last night. I thought I would mix it up a little bit. And yesterday, my internet was working, but my television stopped working. And now today, everything is just done working. I'm sure everything will eventually come back. Probably not in time for the things that I was actually supposed to do today, but it's okay. But yeah, I thought I would mix it up and throw a new, put meditating Jesus in a new spot. And also interesting that my internet worked beautifully last night for the workshop that I taught for Nectar Yoga. So that was cool. You know, it at least allowed me to do what I was supposed to do. I think it's all, you know, learning that lesson of just saying, whatever, right? Whatever, no expectations. So, I'm happy you like the tapestry. I got it a while ago at this great store on South Street in Philly for like, I think $15. And it's huge, huge. All right, so let's see what our energy for the day is. Let's see what the energy is for today. And at the end of the reading, I'll show you what the whole space is like without me being in front of it. But I do have 2 giant salt lamps as well. All right, so our energy for the day, some knowledge, wisdom, and guidance for the beautiful collective. What do we have for today? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Today's energy. We got this one earlier this week. This is ridiculous that we keep getting these. Financial constraints. Financial constraints. Number 13. My favorite number. So our financial constraints. The cupboards are open, but there's only one little nugget of goodness in there. But don't let that get to us, right? Yesterday, the IRS finally found me in the Pay Me Now. So I think finally I may be getting my stimulus. So that's awesome. Restrictions concerning money. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money, but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time, so rein in your spending and rein in your spending about the financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. I think all of us may be feeling that, you know, right? A little constraint because of everything that's happening. Interesting. I've been noticing, I'm going to have to look through these card pools, that every week the same cards keep coming up. At least once or twice, we're getting the same energy cards that keep popping up, which makes sense. It's like the theme of the week. So we may be feeling some lack, but it's okay. You know, it's all right. What are we building from the lack? What do the keepers of the light have to say for us today? What do the keepers of the light have for us today? Some knowledge, wisdom, and guidance to go with those financial constraints? What do we got to start bringing some more creativity into our reality, into our life? What do we have from the keepers of the light? We've got Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance of divine love, give and receive in balance. She came out this week as well. I think she came out yesterday. We're still on that love tip, giving and receiving love. As I was meditating this morning, I was reading more of this book. It's broken down into days, so I try to read a day. And again, all about love. Can we love? Can we realize that we come from that space of divine love and stop thinking that the kingdom of God is somewhere else and start realizing that the kingdom of God is within us? So we got to stay in that space of love. Last night's workshop was The Heart is a Magnet. I think some of you all have taken that class with me. And it's all about connecting to our heart, connecting to unconditional love, remembering that we come from that space of unconditional love and that we are pure love. And when we can accept the love and move in that space of love, all of the fun things can happen. We can start activating our superpowers. So let's see what our angels and ancestors have to say for the financial constraints and keeping our heart open, that heart awakening. What do our angels and ancestors have for us? We've got the Lord. Take charge with authority. Take charge with authority. I think that's really important right now. You know, even though I'm supposed to be doing this 3-day long thing, my internet's not working, I can sit here and be all whatever and annoyed about it, or I can just be like, it is what it is, and that's life. And I can take charge. And I have this feeling of so much creativity finally flowing through me again. So maybe, it is God, source, universe saying, you're not supposed to be spending your 3 days doing that. You're supposed to be spending the next 3 days actually creating. Good morning, Nicole. Thank you for being here with us. So, can we take charge? Can you take charge? Whatever that looks like. And maybe for you it just means taking a day to rest, taking a day to go for a walk in the woods. And maybe that will help open your heart. We can't hold on to the idea of financial constraints. We got to be okay, let it go, let everything go, and know that we'll be all right. What are you going to do? There's things that we can control, things that we can't control. Why worry about the things that we can't control? Since the stimulus came out, I could have been sad and stressed every day saying, where the F is my check? But I didn't. I was just like, whatever. They'll figure it out eventually. And yesterday they finally figured it out. I didn't sit on hold for hours. I'll probably sit on hold for hours with Comcast after this. But I didn't sit on hold with the IRS trying to figure shit out. It's like, it'll happen, I'm not going to worry about it, because what's worrying going to do? Nothing. It's going to keep me in that cupboard of financial constraint and worry. And that's not good for anybody. And when I was worrying, there was no creativity happening. I didn't have that creative spark flowing through me. But as soon as I was able to tap into my heart and do exactly what the Lord is saying, take charge with authority, things have gotten much better. What are we going to control? What are we going to let go of? And how can the letting go actually help us? Like, I can be super pissed about Comcast, right? Or I can say, whatever, it's out of my control. There's nothing I can do. So what would getting pissed do? It wouldn't do anything. So our last card for the day, to go with the Lord, taking charge, our heart open, and dealing with some financial constraints. What is the last card for this beautiful Saturday morning? And I think, part of all of the internet going down at my house and all of this stuff is really Maybe I'm supposed to go outside because it's actually going to be like a spring day today. Maybe. The night, be brave and honest. Be brave and honest. All of these cards have come up this last week, I believe. So, we have the Lord and the Knight. Take charge and be brave. Can you take charge and be brave? Is there something that is awakening in your heart that you should be listening to? That maybe you're not listening to? Tap into that. Tap into that little voice inside the heart. Tap into that brain that resides within the heart. And take charge with authority and be brave and be honest. And stop worrying about the things that are out of your control. It's a short one today, my friends, because I'm rolling off my cell service. So, thank you all for being here with me this morning. I will be jumping on the phone with Comcast now, probably for the next 5 hours to figure out what is going on. Try to let go of the worry that you may be experiencing because of financial constraints. You're going to be okay. You are. Let your heart awaken. Awaken an acceptance of the divine love. Connect to that heart center. Remember that you are pure, unconditional love. And then take charge and become the knight. Be brave. That's it, my friends. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful Saturday. I'll be back here tomorrow morning. Hopefully I will have the internet tomorrow morning. And here's my setup. Here's the new setup. I feel like Vanna White. I like it. It's much more cozy for my meditative practice. Creativity and bravery are coming up strong this week. Yes, Audrey, I think I saw you wrote a new song as well. So that's awesome. Thanks, Nicole. We'll see what happens. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to keep my heart open, awaken to the acceptance of divine love when I get on the phone with Comcast. But I'm also going to take charge like this guy. Awesome. Thank you all. What is the small tick in the back? The small tick. This is Saint Germain. Not like a Catholic saint. I'm not sure if this is who you're talking about, Christine. Saint Germain is an ascended master. He's actually in one of these decks. He has been rolling through all of time, pretty much helping all of us, connect to love. Saint Germain also is a keeper of the violet flame. The mantra is, I am a being of sacred fire, purity of God's desire. And on this side, this is a little Jesus from my friends Damador and Radha when they went to, I want to say, Mexico, maybe, Arizona. I'm not sure, but this was a gift. But yep, Saint Germain. Google him. He's got a lot of really amazing teachers out there. He's a great guy to have on the team to bring into your life what it is that you want to do. Check him out. He is absolutely one of my favorites, which is why he's been on my altar probably for the last 17 years. So, yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one. Thank you all so much, and stay with that mantra. I am a being of sacred fire, purity of God's desire, and see what happens throughout your day. It really helps brighten up the day. Thank you. I'll let you know how it goes with Comcast, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Have a beautiful day. It's going to be very nice and spring-like, so go outside if you can. Hug a tree. Spend some time in nature. Do something that makes your heart feel good. Have a great day, everybody. Have a beautiful morning. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow morning.